The Legend of Atlantis, exploring the myths, theories, and cultural legacy. Atlantis, the name alone conjures images of a sophisticated civilization lost beneath the waves, leaving behind tantalizing mysteries for generations to unravel. From Plato's storied writings to modern cultural depictions, Atlantis endures as one of the most fascinating legends in human history. But how much of what we think we know is rooted in fact, and how much is purely myth? In this video, we'll dive into the origins of Atlantis, examine the leading theories about its existence, and explore its profound influence on culture throughout the ages. The story of Atlantis begins not with ancient explorers or archaeological discoveries, but with the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato. Around 360 BCE, Plato introduced Atlantis in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. According to these texts, Atlantis was a vast, prosperous civilization located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, often identified as the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato described Atlantis as a utopian society, blessed with advanced architecture, abundant resources, and unparalleled naval power. However, this paradise was short-lived. As the Atlanteans grew corrupt and power-hungry, they incurred the wrath of the gods. Plato recounted how cataclysmic forces, earthquakes and floods, destroyed the city, causing it to sink beneath the ocean in a single day and night. But was Plato recounting history or merely crafting an allegory to convey his philosophical ideas? Many scholars believe Plato intended Atlantis to serve as a cautionary tale about human pride and moral decay. Others speculate he may have drawn inspiration from real events, such as natural disasters or the decline of actual civilizations. For centuries, the enigma of Atlantis has sparked searches across the globe. Some believe the city was purely fictional, while others argue that it was a real place whose remnants lie buried underwater or hidden under continents. One of the most widely discussed theories links Atlantis to the Minoan civilization, which thrived on the island of Crete and nearby Santorini in the Aegean Sea. Around 1600 BCE, a cataclysmic volcanic eruption devastated these islands, possibly inspiring Plato's account. Proponents of this theory point to the Minoans' advanced society, which seemingly vanished after the eruption. Others suggest Atlantis might have been in the Atlantic Ocean, near the Azores or Canary Islands. These remote islands could represent remnants of a submerged landmass. The Caribbean has also been proposed, with underwater structures off the coasts of Cuba and the Bahamas sparking speculation. Yet another theory places Atlantis in northern Africa's Sahara Desert. The circular geological formation known as the Richat structure, or the Eye of the Sahara, bears some resemblance to Plato's description of Atlantis's layout. While the locations differ, common threads weave through these theories: lost civilizations, cataclysmic events, and the allure of uncharted mysteries. Despite these captivating possibilities, many archaeologists and historians dismiss Atlantis as a real place. Plato's account is the only ancient record of the city, and his descriptions contain elements that seem fantastical. For skeptics, Atlantis symbolizes not a physical location, but a philosophical lesson, a story meant to illustrate the consequences of greed, arrogance, and hubris. Over the years, several intriguing underwater discoveries have fueled speculation about Atlantis. Ancient ruins found underwater near the Greek island of Pavlopetri, for example, reveal a well-preserved city that dates back over 5,000 years. Could this be connected to the Atlantis legend? Perhaps indirectly, as it demonstrates the fragility of civilizations when faced with natural disasters. Similarly, structures found near the Bimini Islands in the Bahamas have sparked debate. The so-called Bimini Road, a linear stone formation submerged in shallow waters, has been interpreted by some as remnants of Atlantean architecture. However, scientists contend it is likely a natural rock formation. These findings highlight how difficult it is to separate myth from reality in the search for Atlantis. Beyond archaeology and historical debates, the legend of Atlantis lives on as a powerful cultural symbol. Over the centuries, it has inspired countless artists, writers, and filmmakers, weaving its way into our collective imagination. Renaissance paintings often depicted Atlantis as a sublime city inspired by classical ideals of beauty and order. Later, artists embraced more dramatic interpretations, showing the city engulfed by water or shattered by massive waves. The legend became especially popular during the 19th and 20th centuries, appearing frequently in literature. Jules Verne touched on Atlantean themes in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, while science fiction novels imagined the city as a hub of technological and intellectual advancement. In films, Atlantis has been portrayed in numerous ways. From Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire, which envisions the city as an advanced society, to blockbuster epics that use Atlantis as a backdrop for underwater fantasy worlds. Atlantis has also influenced ideas about futuristic societies and idealized civilizations. Its reputation as an advanced culture continues to inspire utopian ideals as well as discussions of humanity's potential. At the same time, its sudden destruction serves as a reminder of the fragility of civilizations, a lesson that resonates in modern times as we confront issues like natural disasters and climate change. Whether real or fictional, Atlantis offers valuable insights into humanity's relationship with power, advancement, and nature. Plato's tale warns us about the dangers of hubris. When civilizations prioritize greed and conquest over balance and harmony, they risk destruction, whether by the wrath of the gods or by their own hand. Atlantis also symbolizes our enduring curiosity. Generations of explorers, researchers, and dreamers have sought its ruins, embodying humanity's constant search for answers to life's great mysteries. The legend compels us to look at our past for lessons, even as we imagine visionary futures. To bring this story to life, we'll incorporate vivid visuals throughout the video. Viewers will see ancient maps marked with potential locations of Atlantis. Underwater footage of ruins like Pavlopetri and the Bimini Road will add intrigue. Animations can also provide compelling recreations of what Atlantis might have looked like, from its towering architecture to the dramatic events that might have led to its downfall. These visuals will create an immersive experience for audiences, bridging the gap between fact and speculation. As we've explored, Atlantis resides at the crossroads of history, mythology, and imagination. Whether it was a real place or a powerful allegory crafted by Plato, its story has captured the hearts and minds of thinkers, adventurers, and storytellers for millennia. This legendary city challenges us to reflect on our humanity, our potential for greatness, and our vulnerability to downfall. It also reminds us of the enduring mysteries that make history so fascinating. At its core, the myth of Atlantis isn't just about a lost civilization. It's about our enduring quest to understand who we are, where we come from, and what we might become. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the legend of Atlantis. Whether fact or fiction, its legacy persists as one of history's most compelling stories. What do you think? Is Atlantis a submerged chapter of human history, or simply the greatest myth ever told? Share your thoughts and keep exploring the unknown.